It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Colts veteran linebacker. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Field in Jacksonville. Today we get a Week 6 matchup for the year, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Richardson to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown. And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. So he stopped for no gain. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got room at the 30. And juked him. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former number 1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 22 carries, 85 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jaguars had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage on the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. This pass left side to Downs. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs from 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Colt defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll run with Etienne, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the Colts 38-yard line.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
On 1st down, Richardson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Richardson working from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 37 yards. And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one looks good. It's good right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in Houston. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
To return, here's Agnew.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. On first down, right back to ETN. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
On the move to his left.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Right, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On first down, Lawrence
steps away. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Really big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
On play action, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this pass broken up. excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
To return, here's Agnew. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Play action. It's Lawrence. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Jaguars
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Shoves him aside. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
at their own 14-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading in.